As the conflict between pro-Russian separatists and Ukrainian forces continues in eastern Ukraine, some efforts toward peace have taken place. After a recent summit in Belarus, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko says a roadmap for ceasefire talks will be prepared soon. VOA video journalist Todd Grosshans has just returned from Ukraine and joins me now. And Todd, you went to Kiev with correspondent Gabe Josilo,
right.
And you traveled throughout Ukraine. But what is it like in the capital? What's the atmosphere like now?
Oh, Kiev is a beautiful city. It's about 3 million people, and you wouldn't know that there was anything going on, any kind of a conflict going on further east at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going about their business. There's really a lack of tension. Everything seemed normal.
Everything's sort of pretty much normalized, at least in the capital.
Exactly.
And then you ended up going to the town of Kramatorsk, which is in the east, but you saw some evidence of some recent fighting there.
Right, we did. We hopped on a train. It was about 6-7 hours east to Kramatorsk, and that had been retaken by Ukrainian militaries a couple months before. So there was a lot of evidence of fighting in Kramatorsk. There were a lot of buildings pockmarked with gunfire, a lot of structures basically destroyed.
And what sort of things did you find out? I mean, who did you talk to?
Well, we talked to people on the street basically, and Kramatorsk. There are suspicions by Ukrainian authorities and military that there's still kind of a lot of pro-Russian separatist loyalties going on in this city. A lot of people with those kind of loyalties.
And then now you also, I guess you traveled further and you actually went into the Donetsk province.
Well, Kramatorsk is actually in Donetsk province.
Okay.
We went even further
in, yeah.
towards the action, so to speak,
Right.
and to a checkpoint in Debaltseve.
Right.
And that's where we actually saw some activity. There was, it's a small checkpoint run by, there's not a lot of Ukrainian military troops there that we could see. There was a destroyed gas station and lots of other evidence of recent fighting there. And then we heard this crackle of automatic machine gun fire and turned around, and these two suspects of pro-Russian separatist loyalties, they were suspected of anyway,
right.
Were being arrested basically. They were trying to apparently sneak around this checkpoint.
Now, was that pretty much most of the, I guess, some of the firepower you were around? Were you around anything else?
Well, no, I mean, we witnessed all of that. We didn't really see any more of that kind of actual military action.
Right.
Somebody shooting at somebody. But we did see, for instance, this is a checkpoint. They're stopping cars coming out of Luhansk, which is another area, a hotbed of activity, pro-Russian separatist activity. But there's also a lot of people on foot. This one guy, shirtless, shorts, flip-flops, comes straggling up the road. And the troops there, the Ukrainian troops, didn't like the way this guy looked for some reason, I mean, apparently it was some tattoos or other body markings that led them to believe that this guy was, pro-Russian.
So did they arrest him, or?
They didn't arrest him, but they stopped him and they were talking to him at great length.
So there's a lot of that going on, I guess.
Well, I mean, obviously at various checkpoints. I mean, this is what they're there for.
Right.
They want to make sure that these folks are not going where they don't belong.
Well, VOA's Todd Grosshans just getting back from Ukraine, so maybe we'll be sending you back there sometime soon.
Hey, I'll go.
You ready to go?
Beautiful country.
All right, VOA's Todd Grosshans.